Good afternoon. Excuse me for bothering you again. I just checked in about 10 minutes ago.
Good afternoon, sir. It is no bother at all. Welcome to the Hotel Edelweiss. How can I help you?
Thank you. Well, you gave me my key card for my room 305. I took the elevator up to the third floor, but I have a small problem. The key card does not seem to be working.
Oh, I am very sorry to hear that. You came all the way back down? I do apologize for the inconvenience.
It is okay. These things happen. I tried it several times. I swiped it, I held it against the lock, but the small light on the door handle just flashes red every time. It will not turn green, so I cannot get into my room.
I understand. A red flashing light means the card is not being read correctly. I am very sorry for the trouble. Let me fix this for you immediately. Could you please tell me your last name again so I can check your reservation in our system?
Of course. My name is Mark Peterson. That is Peterson. I am in room 305, and I am staying for 2 nights.
Thank you, Mr. Peterson. I'm just pulling up your details now. Yes, I have your reservation right here. I can see that the key card was programmed correctly at check-in. Everything looks fine in the system.
That is strange. If the system says it is correct, why would it not open the door? Is it possible the lock on the door is broken?
A broken lock is very unlikely, but it is a possibility. However, there is a much more common reason why a key card might suddenly stop working.
Really? What is that? I am curious to know what could have happened in the 5 minutes it took me to get from the reception desk to my room. The magnetic strip on the key card is quite sensitive. Did you by any chance put the key card in the same pocket as your mobile phone? Or next to a credit card? My mobile phone? Yes, I did. As soon as you gave it to me, I put it in my jacket pocket. My phone was in the same pocket. Does that really make a difference?
Unfortunately, yes. That is almost certainly the reason. Mobile phones and magnets in wallets can sometimes demagnetize the strip on the key card. It erases the room information from the card, so the door lock cannot read it anymore.
I had no idea that could happen. I have learned something new today. I will be sure not to do that again. That is a very useful piece of information. So the card just needs to be programmed again?
Exactly. The card itself is not broken. It just needs new information. I will program a new key card for you right now. Actually, I will give you 2 new cards so you have a spare one, just in case.
2 cards is a great idea. Thank you. That is very thoughtful. My wife will be joining me tomorrow, so she will need a key anyway. This saves me a trip back down here tomorrow.
Perfect. So, here are your 2 new cards for room 305. Let me just explain the best way to use them to make sure it works this time. When you get to your door, please hold the card flat and steady against the black sensor on the lock.
Hold it flat and steady. Okay.
Yes, hold it there for about 2 seconds until you see the small light flash green and you hear a soft click sound. Do not swipe it quickly like a credit card. It needs a moment to read the information. Then you will have about 5 seconds to turn the handle and open the door.
Hold it steady for 2 seconds until the light is green. Okay, I understand. Thank you for the clear instructions and for the new keys. I will try to keep them in a different pocket from my phone this time. You are very welcome, Mr. Peterson. And again, I am very sorry for the inconvenience and for the extra trip you had to take back down to the reception. It is not your fault. I am the one who put it next to my phone. It is just that I have had a very long day of traveling. I was on a flight that was delayed, and I was really looking forward to putting my bags down and relaxing in my room for a few minutes. I completely understand. After a long journey, the last thing you want is a problem getting into your room. You must be very tired. I am a bit tired, yes, but I am sure that once I get into the room and have a glass of water, I will feel much better. I am looking forward to a comfortable bed.
Our beds are very comfortable. I am sure you will have a good rest. But for the trouble you have had, I would like to offer you something small to help you relax and to apologize for the faulty key.
Oh, that is not necessary, but it is very kind of you. What did you have in mind?
I would like to give you a complimentary drink voucher for our hotel bar, the Alpine Lounge. You can use it any time this evening. It is just our way of saying sorry for the rocky start to your stay with us.
A complimentary drink voucher? Wow, that is a very generous offer. Thank you very much indeed. I might just use that later this evening.
It is our pleasure. The voucher is valid for a coffee, a tea, any soft drink, or a glass of our local Austrian house wine. The bar is on the ground floor, just past the elevators. It has a lovely, cozy atmosphere.
I see. So every option has its pros and cons. The taxi is fast but expensive. The subway is fast but requires more walking. The bus is slow but cheap.
That is a perfect summary. And the bus has one other advantage that you might like as a tourist. It offers a much more scenic journey.
Scenic. What do you mean by that?
Well, the subway is underground, so you don't see anything of the city. But the number 12 bus route is actually quite beautiful. You get to see the city as you travel.
That does sound nice. What kind of things would I see on the way?
The route goes right through the heart of the old town. You will see the historic buildings and the old city square. Then it travels along the edge of the Royal Park for about 10 minutes, which is very green and beautiful. So, if you are not in a hurry, the bus can be a great way to do some sightseeing. You get a mini tour of the city on your way to the museum.
That sounds wonderful. I think a glass of local wine after my conference today would be the perfect way to unwind. You mentioned an Austrian house wine. I am not familiar with Austrian wines. Can you recommend one?
I would be happy to. If you enjoy white wine, I highly recommend you try the Gruner Veltliner. It is the most famous white wine variety from Austria.
Gruner Veltliner. That is an interesting name. What does it taste like? Is it very dry?
It is typically a very fresh, crisp, and dry white wine. It often has notes of green apple, citrus, and a little bit of a peppery spice. It is very refreshing and easy to drink. It is a favorite among our guests.
That sounds delicious. I enjoy dry, crisp white wines. Thank you for the recommendation. I will definitely try the Gruner Veltliner tonight. You have successfully turned a frustrating situation into a very pleasant one.
I am very happy to hear that, Mr. Peterson. That is always our goal. Is there anything else I can help you with while you are here at the desk?
Actually, yes. Now that you mention it, there is one more thing. I need to get to the city conference center tomorrow morning for my meetings. I was planning to take a taxi. Is that something I should book in advance?
The conference center is about a 15-minute drive from here. Taxis are usually available outside the hotel, but since you need to be there at a specific time, I would definitely recommend booking one in advance. It guarantees the car will be here waiting for you.
That makes sense. I do not want to be late. Is booking a taxi something you could help me with?
Absolutely. We can book it for you right now. What time do you need to be at the conference center tomorrow morning?
The first session starts at 9 a.m., so I would like to arrive there around 8:45 a.m. to be safe. So what time should I book the taxi for?
If you want to arrive at 8:45 a.m., I would suggest booking the taxi for 8:30 a.m. That will give you plenty of time, even if there's a little bit of morning traffic.
8:30 a.m. sounds perfect. So, a taxi for one person tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. going to the city conference center.
Excellent. I am just making the booking for you now with our trusted local taxi company. Okay, it is all confirmed. A taxi will be waiting for you outside the main entrance tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. sharp. The driver will have your name.
That is so efficient. Thank you. This makes my morning much less stressful. I really appreciate your help with this.
It is my pleasure, Mr. Peterson. We are here to help make our guest stay as smooth and enjoyable as possible. So you have your 2 new keycards, your drink voucher for later, and your taxi is booked for tomorrow morning.
I have everything I need. You have been incredibly helpful and professional. What started as a problem has turned into a fantastic customer service experience. You are very good at your job.
Thank you very much for your kind words, sir. That means a lot to me. I hope the new keys work perfectly this time.
I am sure they will. I will be very careful where I keep them. Thank you again for everything.
You are most welcome. I hope you have a wonderful and productive conference and a very pleasant stay with us at the Hotel Edelweiss. Please do not hesitate to contact the reception if you need anything at all.